get a clean run into turn 1 and 2. About to find out in about 10 seconds time. Hopefully no one gets a jump start penalty. As the revs begin to rise, we start abusing those rev limiters as we have 6 lights on. 6 lights out, we are away and racing into fairly even start from the front row, but it looks like the Superflog Commodore has had a really good start off the second row, I should say, as the field begins to streak down towards turn number 1 and 2. Who's going to be latest on the brakes? It will be our pole sitter, Zach O'Reilly. We have Chris Munro and Matt Cotter getting stuck into each other, and that looks like Harley Marshall, who's gone out wide, so he's going to drop a whole host of positions as the rest of the field streaks through almost cleanly, as that, I reckon that's Zach Scowen going off for a little adventure. Jacob Albertsman has also come unstuck, and I think we have got some problems for young Zach Scowen, and in fact, yeah, he is in pit lane. He is out of this one by the looks of things. That's a huge shame for young Zach. He's just going to try and line up a good run down the main straight, tucks into the slipstream, looking for a move into turn 1 and 2. It's going to be a very brave move. Vic tries to get this done, and there he goes up the inside. Can he get it pulled up? Can he get it pointed in and rotated? Looks like he can. But Ferguson trying to use that little bit of camber on the apex of turn 2 to just keep the position as they still remain side by side. Castle now finally gets in front of Ferguson, completes that move. But Ferguson not done yet, goes for the switchback. Munro trying to go make it 3 wide. As they almost touch there, as Munro trying to look to get the move done on Ferguson. Can't quite get the power down. He gets a big slide as he gets onto the power, and Ferguson will retain that 5th place as Lachlan Grant sitting there nice and pretty in 7th place. Tyler Craig a little ways behind him in the Falcon Mustang. Well, we got a good battle here. Lachlan Grant on Ferguson, so Ferguson just starting to get passed by car after car after car. And it seems to be that main straight that the Nissan is particularly weak, as they lean on each other a little bit heading into turn 3. But Grant now finally completes the move, and he finds himself into 6th place. Oh, that's a mistake from Munro. So Chris Munro makes a very, very uncommon mistake. Might have just grabbed that front brake, so that's seen him go straight ahead, as now he is vulnerable to Tyler Craig as he looks for a move into the final corner, and now Munro runs a little bit wide here. So Munro's starting to feel a bit of the pressure, maybe a bit of anxiety being that far down the field. We normally see Munro well and truly ahead. Now into turn 4. Watch for the send here for Albertsman. Here we go. He has got that stamped, and he has sent it straight up the inside of Tyler Craig. Craig, very smart driving, just decided to tuck in behind Albertsman. Maybe just hope that Albertsman can drag him up to the group ahead. So there's a little move there from Adam Betts as he gets up the inside of Taylor Simmons. Then Matty Richards and Shane Ferruru continue their battle. Now Albertsman tucked into the slipstream. He'll pull out here. He will go for a bit of a send into turn number 1. Yes, he will. Fortunately for Tyler, just not able to really fight that one. Even with Albertsman running wide, there's nothing at all that Craig can do. Whoa, that's a car going for a send. Oh, who was that? I think that was Jim Park that absolutely went airborne over that exit curb, right in front of our battle for 8th place. And Albertsman had nowhere to go, ended up making contact with him. So Albertsman will be interesting to see if there's a lot of damage on the front of the Black Duck Commodore. So he continues on in 9th place. There we go. That's a commentator's curse. Just talking about how well he was driving, just holding off the likes of Wilson and Marshall. And he goes and makes a mistake. One job, Tyler. You had one job, and you had to give in to the commentator's curse. I swear, everyone who's watching the stream, they're either driving and they've got the stream on, they can hear it when I talk about them, and they just deliberately go and bin it. Like, just unbelievable. So O'Reilly looks to take first blood tonight. Managed to hold off the charge of Dylan Barton. who's fading really quickly. Matt Cotter is now within 3.5 seconds of him, but with only a handful of corners to go, I'd say that Dylan Barton will be safe. The super soft strategy has not worked as Zach O'Reilly decides to do a bit of showboating, and well, it hasn't really hurt him at all because he crossed the line for the win. And now we have to wait for Dylan Barton in the Super Flog Commodore come round onto the main straight and collect the checkered flag as well. And Matt Cotter will come home in third place, completing the podium. We then wait for Chris Munro as we see Dean Karki cross the line 19th, a lap down. But yep, Chris Munro home in 4th place. And then we wait for Andy Castle, who will be absolutely thrilled with a top 5 placing. He'll be really happy with that. I can only imagine what his chat is going off like. As we have a good battle for the pole position actually, and here's a chance for Tyler Craig to get up onto the front row of the grid for race number 2. He can't do it. Not enough time, but geez, that was a good effort from Tyler Craig. Home in 11th. We've got to check out the billboard next to pole apparently. Pole position, eh? Yeah, good advice there for Thomas Wilson as we join in at the right time for the start of race number 2. We have got 6 lights on, 6 lights out. We are away and racing. It is a pretty tidy start from our front row as the rest of the field streaks on through. And Thomas Wilson looks like he's taken a very early lead heading into the first part of turn 1, turn 2. As our Bertsman looking around the outside, this would be a very sneaky move. He can make that work. And he almost does actually make it work. In fact, he's got a bit of an overlap on Wilson. Oh, that's someone off. That's one of the Mercedes. And he will drop right back to the back of the field. Oh, we got more carnage. Oh, no, that's Jim Park, Zach Scowen and Matty Richards, and one of the Terra Technicians. I think that is Ferguson off the circuit. So it is all kicking off here in race number 2 as they make their way through the hairpin. I think the craziness has settled. We see Betts and Buttons swapping positions there as now we lose their battle temporarily. Oh, our Bertsman giving a bit of a hip and shoulder there to Harley Marshall as he tries to get the move done on Thomas Wilson. Wilson, our race leader, he's got a comfortable little gap here. Oh, Chris Munro, big slide there, big speedway action there for Chris Munro as the rest of the field streaks through. Oh, Munro off the circuit, he does rejoin just ahead. Oh, we got a car up into the air. That was Matt Cotter. That was wild. Formula 1 open wheeler stuff there for Matt Cotter. Absolutely sent into the stratosphere. NASA needs to call whoever it was that gave a little tap there to Matt Cotter. They should hire them to send things into orbit. It was down here with the Penrite Commodore, and I think we're going to have some craziness going on here. Tyler Craig making the move stick on Vic Chen, or maybe he might even be defending actually from Adam Betts and Vic Chan as they make their way through turn 3. Oh, little tap there from Betts. Betts will have to try and check up without losing position. He cannot make up any advantage as here comes Matt Cotter with a big slide. Oh, he speedways it in and he collects Tyler Craig again as we got cars going everywhere. Barton was involved in that and Matt Richards finds his way up. Look at the craziness at the hairpin. You got cars going everywhere. Karki is turning the car around and getting it faced the right direction. That was absolute carnage on lap number 2 at turn 4. So, unbelievable stuff here in race number 2. These reverse grids. I'm so glad it's only a reverse top 10 because, boy oh boy, the carnage we've had already, it'd be even worse if it was a full field top 10. Albertsma putting the pressure on. There's no chink in the armour for Thomas Wilson so far. There's now Albertsma having a chance here. But Wilson should get the drive off the corner, and he does. Hangs on to the lead for another lap. He has to go defensive though. This is going to bunch this group up. As now Zach O'Reilly He's onto the back of these guys now. Let's look at Marshall trying to sneak up the inside of our Burstman. Can't get the move done. Munro going for a bit of a double apex. Bit of a mistake there for Marshall. This might give a chance here for Chris Munro. Just nowhere through just yet. Finish if these guys get a little bit too aggressive with each other. As now our Burstman, has he finally got the move done? He has, so our Burstman, your new race leader, around the outside of turn number 1. He'd been sizing that move up a few laps now. And this time, Wilson has no answer. Although our Burstman runs a little bit wide, and oh, someone going very, very wide there. That's Chris Munro. So Munro having a real shocker tonight. I don't know what is actually going on with the 185 Nissan. Don't know if he's actually done any practice for this evening. I would guess that he has done no practice for this round, because normally we expect to see Chris Munro just skip off into the distance. We resume our battle for the podium. As O'Reilly now with a good chance here with Marshall. He might go for the send. Marshall sees it coming, gives him space. He'll squeeze him onto the apex, try and hurt his mid-corner. So now it's a bit of a drag race. What's got better top end, a Commodore or a Nissan? And I would say that it is going to be the Nissan of Zach O'Reilly, the 333 up the inside, and he gets the move done rather nicely. So Zach O'Reilly up to 3rd place, but Marshall not finished. Oh, he turns him! Oh! Massive incident! And I think that has also taken out another driver. I think it might have been Lachlan Grant who got turned around. Just a little bit of an overlap there for Zach O'Reilly and Harley Marshall. And that was enough to turn that TerraTech Nissan into a helicopter. I wonder how much damage is on this TerraTech. Oh no, that is game over for Zach O'Reilly. Well, Harley Marshall is on the podium, and he's right in front of Zach O'Reilly. Now, I'm hoping that cooler heads are going to prevail here. As O'Reilly just, well, maybe a little bit of a hip and shoulder there just to say, I'm not very happy with you. On this battle here, Thomas Wilson, I was about to say, is doing a really good job. Oh! Oh, Munro, can you hang on to it? No, he can't. And I think, oh no. That would have been a little bit terrifying for some of our drivers. Oh no. Oh, it has all gone wrong for Chris Munro in this second race. Oh, someone off the track. Oh, Cotter and Wilson off the track together. So something has happened there, and we also have Betts and Barton going side by side through turn number 3, and Barton will actually get back onto the podium. But Betts not done. He's going to try and send it around the outside. Can he get it done? Maybe no, not quite. So Adam Betts, oh no, he's still got the overlap as they head into the first of the chicanes here. Oh, grabs that front brake, trying to give as much room as he can to Barton. They're still side by side as they head in towards the horseshoe, and I think Barton has finally closed the deal on 3rd place for now. The young South Australian. Normally catch Tyler Craig in the commentary box with me. Oh, that's a big slide, and out goes Wilson. He goes for a little trip through the infield, and he'll drop right back to 10th place. So that's been a bit of a nightmare for Tom Wilson. It was the final corner. Vic Chan going for a move up the inside of Ferguson. He's got the overlap, and he's got the line, and he's even got the drive. He has a big slide, and the Mercedes finds its way onto the infield. And he's got to be very, very careful here because Wilson, he'll tuck into the slipstream here. Much better pace down the front straight. He'll sweep around the outside. Chan's not going to let him have it easy. And I think Vic Chan will hold on to the position, maybe. No, they're going to go side by side. Oh, this has not worked well in the past. But I think Chan will hold on to it just. So Vic Chan into 9th place, but Wilson, he wants to argue. But Chan just absolutely chops the nose off the Nissan. And the number 59 holds on to 9th place. Just doing everything right at the moment, just putting the pressure on Tyler Craig. See Craig off the pace a little bit. Oh, here's a send. Whee! Oh, Castle! And he goes off the circuit and he finds the fence. Oh, that was odd. Did he? I wonder if he grabbed the throttle instead of the brake by accident. That was a huge moment for Andy Castle. Someone quickly go over to his Twitch, find out what happened. Need to find out.
Oh, fuck.
A bit of a spicy battle going on here. Tyler Craig and Andrew Ferguson. Ferguson trying to go around the outside. He's got the overlap. And I tell you what, Fergo has done a fantastic job holding onto that one, but it's not over. Tyler Craig has got the overlap heading into the very next corner. And while they're giving each other room, they're still side by side. Heading into the first of the hairpins. Who's going to be latest on the brakes? Let's see Fergo moving around on the brakes. He's got to be careful because Vic Chan is there ready to pick up all the pieces from these two battling away. And they're still side by side as they make their way up into the infield chicanes. And I think now Tyler Craig is going to have to surrender and just drop in behind Fergo. And that is exactly what he's done. Tyler Craig showing great awareness. He's got a good run here on the Altima. Oh, Fergo gets a really bad run on his way up to the final corner. Tyler Craig will look around the outside. It's going to be a brave move. There is a bit of camber here that will assist him. Can he get the power down first? Oh, he tried to get some bucket load of wheel spin, and now he's going to be battling away with Vic Chan down the front straight. He has got slipstream of Andrew Ferguson as they make their way down the main straight. But I'll tell you what, that Mercedes is rather quick in a straight line, and Vic Chan will take Tyler Craig's position, and Tyler Craig gets bumped down to 8th position. Back to Jacob Albertsma as we see a bit of a battle going on there between the two Zacks, Scowen and O'Reilly. And I think O'Reilly will take the honours there, but it is going to be Jacob Albertsma. A brilliant drive from, I don't know where he started, but he will finish in first place. O'Reilly does in fact get Scowen, as now we wait an eternity for Harley Marshall and Dylan Barton. Going to be a bit of a question mark over Harley Marshall's finishing position, but he does take provisional second. Adam Betts in 4th, Matt Cotter home in 5th place, and my boy Tyler Craig, he comes home for 6th. He comes home for 6th. Ferguson home in 7th, Vic Chan in 8th. Andy Castle fights back to 9th place after just yeeting himself at turn 2. Matty Richards home in top 10. Thomas Wilson home in 11th, and we wait for Denzel Taylor to come home in 12th place. He's happy with 12th place. See him flashing lights across the line. Then we go back to Shane Ferreru, home in 13th. He'll be happy with that. And then we head back to Miladi's the lap car of Tony Del Luca. We have absolutely jagged this camera. We've got an angle. We're going to have to do it like this, guys. So six lights on. 6 lights out. We are away and racing. A fairly slow start from our front 2. And this might give a chance for, I think that is Dylan Barton, to sneak up between our front row starters, as in fact he bails out of that one. Taylor Craig having a pretty good start. Oh, there's a touch there. I think that was Albertsma running a little bit wide. But that is Shane Ferreru finding himself into the beach. And, oh, that's Scowen off the circuit. No, that's Scowen having a bit of a TARDIS moment. Oh, we got a pile up. Barton's involved. Craig's involved. Betts involved. Oh, no, Wilson's involved. Wilson's found the fence. We got cars going everywhere. Betts has had to go to the infield to try and get back on circuit. Oh, that's a massive incident. And I see Taylor Simmons just picking up all the pieces at the end there. So, huge incident. And it is Harley Marshall who finds himself with the whole shot ahead of Jacob Albertsma. See Fergo starting to slide down through the field. There's Zach O'Reilly. Look at that, Zach O'Reilly already into the top 10. Chris Munro already into the top 10. So Munro, brilliant start from him. We'll definitely try and have a look at how he's managed that. There's Dean Oh no, Dean around. Oh, he's been touched by DeLuca. Add insult to injury. Whoa, what is going on down here? What sort of lunacy is happening down here? We got Scowen trying to go between Simmons and DeLuca. But someone's forgetting to tell Chris Munro as he sends it up the inside at the final corner. And O'Reilly, well, he's just going to play it smart and just follow through the holes that Chris Munro creates. So Munro up to 6th place and O'Reilly up to 7th, I would say, by the time we get into turn number 1. So Grant wants to argue the point. He doesn't want to surrender the position. But O'Reilly not taking any of that. He's going to just force his way into 7th place and not give any chance for Grant to fight back around the outside. Oh, that's a mistake from Munro, and now O'Reilly will just say thank you very much. That was absolutely beautiful. But we'll focus on our lead trio here because Matt Cotter has joined the party for the battle for the lead. Oh, that's a bit of a... Oh, no! Vic Chan, we were talking about how well he was going, and he gets turned around. So I'd say that O'Reilly and Munro may have had something to do with it, and for Chan, he has got to have the long, annoying wait to try and find a gap in the field to head back out on circuit. Another 30-odd laps without a single mistake, as that is a Nissan parked in the middle of the road. That's Thomas Wilson. So Wilson, a very awkward place there. He does get off the circuit. Oh, please don't reverse there. Please don't reverse there. Oh, whew. Oh, that was a brown pants moment, and he just rejoins ahead of just next to Adam Betts. So Thomas Wilson, early race leader, did a really good job in race 2. Fortunately, it's just not coming together for race number 3 tonight. Oh, that's another car off. That's Azadine in the 506 Falcon. So a few drivers getting caught out here. Big moment there for O'Reilly as he's trying to put pressure down on Cotter into the final corner. Cotter runs in a little bit deep, and that is all the invitation that O'Reilly needs. So Zach O'Reilly up to 2nd place. Cotter not done. He goes for the big send into turn number 1, and a little nudge there. He was a little bit cheeky from Matt Cotter. So he had a little bit of a compression lock, and that made the car start backing it in. Living up to his name, the Torpedo. Tell you what, that Torpedo was locked and loaded. Locked onto the to that little glimmer of sunlight between O'Reilly and the apex. See a good run here from O'Reilly. He might go for a send here. Here he goes. Zach O'Reilly up the inside of our Bertsma. Bertsma gives him room. He's going to argue the point on the exit. O'Reilly almost around. He's on the infield. O'Reilly trying to wrestle control. That was a save and a half. Well done, Zach O'Reilly. I did not think he was going to hold on to that one. I thought he was going to go for a little trip in through all the daisies there. Oh my word. That is a Dukes of Hazzard moment there as he somehow manages to slow the car down. I don't know that he's actually come in for his pit stop. And he goes around. Wait, did I just commentators curse him? I feel like I just commentators cursed poor Maffey. And here is a chance now for Barton to make that move work. Up the inside into the final corner. That is textbook stuff. And Grant very wisely just sidesteps and tucks in behind the super flog at Commodore. But actually, he's gonna fight back immediately. So Lachlan Grant. God, sorry, Lachlan. He's just overcooked it into turn 1. I've distracted him I called him a flog. He's not up. He's upset with me. I accidentally called him a flog. I'm so sorry, Lachlan. And now he's going to lose another position to Adam Betts. It's all coming undone for Paul Grant. I'll tell you a little story. So a couple of weeks ago... Oh, Grant! No, hang on to it, son! Hang on to it! Hang on to it! No, don't you dare spin out. Don't you dare spin out. Lachlan, don't do it. He only just hangs on to it and he gets back on track. Okay. Well, that's not how I sort of hoped for that battle to end. But, well, as I said, for Fergo, he's done the right thing. He's just hung back. And he's just allowed those guys to make a mistake, and he just picks up the pieces. Absolutely perfect. Picture perfect as ever for Jacob Albertsma, and he'll be happy with this, taking a double. 2 out of 3 ain't bad, as they say, but you don't scoff at it, and Jacob Albertsma will definitely not be scoffing at 2 race wins in a night. Well done to Jacob Albertsma. As your winner for race number 2, O'Reilly comes... Oh, O'Reilly has binned it on the main straight. He's got to get going again. He hasn't finished the race. Does he know he hasn't finished the race? Or has he got a problem? No, he doesn't have a problem. I think that might have been a rage spin. As he crossed the line in 2nd place. We'll look back for Harley Marshall across the line in 3rd, just ahead of Matt Cotter. And then it is Dylan Barton home in 5th place to round out the top 5. Well done to Dylan Barton. And now we wait for... This is a great little drag race across the line. Ferguson and Betts. No, it's going to be Betts who crossed the line. And that is a rage crash for Chris Munro. Definitely a character building race for Chris Munro. As the rest of the field comes across the line. Lachlan Grant rounding out the top 10. Waiting for Vic Chan in 11th place, the last car on the lead lap. Well done to